Journalism is a wonderful thing. It isn't without its challenges, of course, and those who think journalism is easy, well, they're wrong. But it's a trade which repays hard work. It's always interesting, it's often fun, endlessly varied and hugely important. I started out in the business by training for my NCTJ qualification at Harlow College in Essex, which I'm still glad to say is going strong. The skills I learnt there about how to spot and construct a story, how to interview people, how to navigate the strange worlds of national and local politics, the law, even how to take shorthand notes at 100 words per minute. Well, they've stayed with me throughout my career and always been unbelievably useful. To anyone thinking that journalism might be for them, I would say go for it. It's the best job in the world. The summer school, which the NCTJ has created, is a great way to find out more. Whether you work on a local newspaper or website or a national paper or for a broadcaster, the fundamental skills of journalism remain pretty much the same. At its core, journalism is about finding things out, to be nosy and presenting them in the most engaging way possible. So don't be boring. And that means you have to understand what matters both to the people whose stories you're telling and to the people who might be reading, watching or listening. You also have to understand how to ask the right people the right questions, and in my case, occasionally, to shout at them. Sometimes those people may not want to give you straight answers. You need to make sure you know at least as much as they do. Prior planning and preparation prevent poor performance. Always prepare. It's much harder for an interviewee to wriggle out of tricky questioning if a journalist has really done their homework. And it doesn't matter if the person you're interviewing is a prime minister, a local councillor, a business owner or a musician, you must be the master of your brief. Can't stress that highly enough. And of theirs. In recent times, we've seen huge changes in the news media, thanks in large part to rapid developments in digital technology. The internet age has enabled any person to engage with a wide audience, but that doesn't make them journalists. Conversely, while it's become fashionable for some prominent people, including politicians, like a certain Mr. President, to shout fake news whenever they see something in the news media they don't like, that doesn't actually mean the real journalists are getting things wrong. On the contrary, it usually means that we're getting things right, holding powerful people to account. In fact, just how good journalism is by trained journalists, I think has been laid bare in this pandemic. It's never seemed to me more important. And if you think this industry isn't for you, well, think twice. Any person from any background can do journalism with the right attitude and by learning the right skills. You don't need to talk in a particular way, to have gone to a particular school or have certain connections. When I ran the Daily Mirror for 10 years, I didn't give a damn. I just cared, do you have a bit of charm about you? Have you got a bit of oomph about you? Are you going to get great stories? And are you going to be up to be one of the best journalists in the country? And if you are, I was going to take you on. So if you can afford to take up a place on a training course, apply to the NCTJ's Journalism Diversity Fund. Journalism serves everyone and should be as diverse as our society. So please enjoy the NCTJ summer school videos. And if you're inspired to embark on a career in journalism, I wish you the very best of luck. Despite everything that's happened to me, I wouldn't have changed a thing.